Hey everybody. Whew, time for a nap. No, it's time for yoga. Another live class tonight. Only live class I'm doing this week. So join me now. We're going to do some flow tonight, move our bodies, get some blood moving, get the energy flowing through the body, and yeah, grab your props, grab blankets, blocks, bolsters, anything that you think you might need. Pillows off the sofa work great, towels, pillows off your bed, whatever you have. Any and all of those are great props. We will get started shortly. Grab anything you need to drink. And yeah, just welcome, and we'll get started shortly. Go ahead and set up your space. Just gonna grab a drink real quick. Looking forward to another good evening of yoga. Remember, if there's ever anything that you want to see in class, go ahead and put it in comments. You can also just add it to the post later. I'm always happy to customize things for you. And all of these classes are left up on the page, so you can go back and watch them at any time. If there's a favorite that you have, bookmark it, and you can go back and practice again. We will get started in just another minute or two. Just waiting for another couple people to join in if they'd like. Grabbing your props, getting ready, just connect to your body for a little bit, noticing how it feels tonight. Mine is a little wiggly. I've been sitting a lot the last couple of days, so it's time to move. I'm helping with the training right now, and that means a lot of online time, a lot of sitting, watching the screen. Normally we're sitting, but in person, so right now we're sitting online. So it takes its toll after a while, so getting to move is a good thing. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. Coming to the top of your mat. Letting those feet point straight to the front. It's nice to stretch out your toes a little bit. Letting those feet point straight ahead. Arms resting by your sides. Feet flat on the floor. Standing tall, lifting through the top of your head. Closing your eyes if that feels right. And just take a moment to take some deep breaths here. You've come to this part of the day. You've made it through whatever happened already. We're all still on these altered schedules, so just acknowledging where you are right now. Letting it all be here with you. Deep breath. And begin to notice your thoughts as you take those breaths. Notice what's coming forward in those thoughts. Maybe they're just spiraling fast through your head. Maybe they're slowing down, but just notice those thoughts. And take a moment to check in with your body. Notice how it feels right now. Like I said, mine earlier was a little bit antsy. It wanted to move. But what does yours feel like right now? Is it tired? Is it energized? Lethargic? Excited? What's there in your body right now? On your next inhale, go ahead and take your arms, reach them up. Let the shoulders lift. Reach through those fingertips, grow a little taller. Let your right hand come to your left wrist. Go ahead and pull that left arm across the body. Open the side of your body for a moment. Come back to the center. And let's switch sides. Come back to the center. Palms coming together, lifting through those fingertips and leaning back, opening the front of the body. Inhale as you rise up. On your exhale, swan dive. Come into your first forward fold. And at first when your legs might be tight, so maybe you bend those knees. But if you're feeling looser already, maybe those legs are straight. Hands might reach the floor, they might not. Just depends on your flexibility. On your next inhale, come up, find a flat back. So for a lot of us, hands will be on our legs, flat back. If your hamstrings are loose, maybe you're reaching for the floor. Flat back either way. On your exhale, release down. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up. Exhale to the heart. So let's begin to add in a little bit of movement through the sun salutations, half sun salutation. On your inhale, take those arms back up. On your exhale, swan dive. Forward fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale to the heart. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale to the heart. So adding on to that, coming into a full sun salutation. Inhale your arms back up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back, find plank. On your exhale, slowly lower all the way down, elbows in close. Inhale to your cobra. And then exhale, down dog. We're going to pause here for a couple of breaths. Pushing back on your hands, bending the knees as much or as little as you want or need. Go ahead and walk your heels up and down for a moment. Pause with both heels lifted, come up onto those toes. And then release the heels down as far as you can. On your exhale, hop or step forward to your forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale to the heart. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Couple of breaths. here, we're adding on hands, feet stay where they are, but bend your elbows, let your head come towards the floor. Inhale, come all the way back up. On your exhale, hop or step forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale to the heart. Inhale up. Let's do that again. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Couple of breaths. Go ahead and bend those elbows, come towards the floor. Inhale, lift back up. On your exhale, hop or step forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, find chair this time. Arms reaching up, opening to the sides. Prayer hands, whatever works for you. Inhale, come all the way up. Palms together, exhale, lean back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Couple of breaths. On your exhale, bend those elbows. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hop or step forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale to your chair. Inhale up. Palms together, exhale back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Couple of breaths. On your exhale, bend those elbows. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hop or step forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale to your chair. Inhale up. Palms together, exhale back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plank. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, cobra. This time, exhale to child's pose. Take your hips back to your heels. Just pause here for a couple of breaths. Remember, knees can be together and you rest on top, or knees wide and you rest in between. Both are great options. Coming here anytime you need a break. Go ahead and find down dog again. Lift your right leg behind you. Try to keep your hips even with the floor. Sometimes we have that right hip up. Let it be even with the floor for a moment. On your exhale, bring that foot forward, low lunge. Now go ahead and let that back knee come down to the floor. Pause here for a few breaths. Hips are coming forward. Take those arms and reach them all the way up. Shoulders are lifting, hips coming forward. And then bring those hands behind you, clasping them together. Leaning back, opening the front of the body. Releasing out of this. Let your hands find the floor. Inhale, step back to your plank. On your exhale, all the way down. Inhale to your cobra. Exhale, down dog. Go ahead and lift the left leg. Again, hips even with the floor. Weight even between your hands. On your exhale, bring that foot forward. Low lunge, opposite side. Back knee coming down. Hips coming forward here. Take those arms, reach them up. Again, hips coming forward, shoulders lifting. Release your hands, bring them together behind your back, clasping them together. Leaning back, opening the front again. Release those hands, let them come to the floor. Inhale, step back to your plank. On your exhale, all the way down. Inhale to your cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, pause. On your exhale, hop or step forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, find your chair. This time you're going to lift just the right heel. Notice what shifts with that right heel lifted. And then switch those heels. Release the left one down. Inhale up. Palms together. Exhale back. Inhale lift. Exhale swan dive. Inhale flat back. Exhale forward fold. Inhale plank. Exhale down. Inhale cobra. Exhale to child's pose. Couple of breaths here. Back up onto your hands and knees. You're going to make your way all the way down onto your belly. Arms extending out in front of you. your right arm and left leg. Keep your gaze down here. It's kinder to your neck. Release those two down. And let's switch sides. Left arm, right leg. Release those two down. Now lift both arms and both legs. Heels close. Release everything back down. Now take your arms, reach them straight out to your sides. When you're ready, lift both arms and both legs. Again, heels close. Deep breath. Release back down. Take your hands, reach them back for your sides, palms to the floor. One more time, lift both arms and both legs. Deep breath. Release back down. Make a pillow with your hands and just rest on your hands for a moment. And from here, reach back with your right hand to grab a hold of your right foot or ankle. Draw that foot in. You can just rest your head on your hand or on the floor, whatever works for you. Go ahead and release that right foot. And you're going to switch sides. Reach back for the left foot, left ankle, wherever you can reach. Draw that foot in. Again, resting your head wherever you want. On the floor, on your hand. I'm going to give you a choice. You can stay right where you are, or if you like, reach back with that right hand now to grab both feet. And again, maybe you stay right here, or maybe you begin to lift your upper body, maybe lifting those thighs up off of the floor. If you're lifting, go ahead and take some nice deep breaths. Let the body rock a little bit. Massage those organs in the belly. And slowly release out of it. Go ahead and take your hips back to your heels. Find child's pose. And then come back to down dog. So lift those hips up. Back on your hands. Then lift your right leg behind you. This time we're opening the hips. So bend the knees, stack those hips. Maybe see if you can find the bottom of your foot by looking under the left shoulder. On your next exhale, bring the knee forwards, the right knee towards the right hand. Center your weight between your hips. And then release your upper body down. We're going to hold in pigeon for a little bit. So make sure you can be comfortable. There should be no pain in that front knee. So if you need to, you can adjust your pigeon. You can make it a little easier by pulling the foot under you a little bit more. If it's really easy, maybe you bring that foot forward a little bit more. Just make sure your ankle isn't going past your knee. Centering the weight between your hips, releasing your upper body down. This is where props can come in handy. You can take a blanket or block and use it to prop up that right hip. You can use it to prop up your head. Always going back to your breath. Go ahead and lift your upper body. Think of lifting up, maybe leaning back. Slowly go ahead and step back to down dog. Pause here for a moment. Push back on those hands. ahead and lift the left leg open this hip. And then look under the shoulder, under the right shoulder this time. See if you can find the bottom of the left one. On your exhale, bring the knee forward, pigeon on the opposite side. Again, where you place the foot is up to you. Maybe a little bit under you if it's harder, maybe out if it's easier. Using a block or blanket if you need to. Letting your upper body come down to the floor. A few more deep breaths here. Go ahead and lift your upper body. Again, either lifting up or maybe even leaning back. Go ahead and step back to down dog. From here, walk your feet forward. Come into a squat. So letting your feet be about mat width apart. Hips are coming down. Heels on the floor if you can. Think of a little length in the spine. Just sinking into the pose. ahead and release all the way down to the floor. Come on to your back. Let those feet be flat, knees bent. Toes are pointing in just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. I know it feels odd, but it's easier on your lower back. Hands are resting by your side. We're going into a bridge. And when you're ready, begin to lift those hips up as high as is comfortable for you. Now once you're there, hands can stay where they are, or you can bring them under your back to clasp them together. You can also crawl those shoulder blades under a bit. Maybe even lift those hips a little bit higher. Open the front of the body. Open the heart. Deep breath. Now gravity might have those hips coming back down, but see if you can lift them back up a little bit more. One more time, a little longer. And slowly release all the way down. Draw those knees in. Rock side to side just a little bit. Now I'm going to give you a choice. You can go back into the bridge that we just did. Or if you like the full wheel, you can practice that. Full wheel is your full back bend. For the wheel, hands are coming. There will be palms down on the floor. Right beside your ears. Watch your hair. Hurts when you pull that hair. The palms down. Again, toes are pointing in just a little bit if you can. And when you're ready, you're going to lift up. Push against those hands, push against the feet. Hips going high. Deep breath. And slowly come all the way back down. Once you reach the floor, draw your knees back in. Rock side to side a little bit. And then after that, let's twist. So take your knees over to the right side. Stack your hips. You're going to let that left shoulder come back towards the floor. Twist your spine. So remember, it's more important that the hips are stacked than it is to have the shoulder down to the floor. You might even want to put something underneath the shoulder. It's okay if you do. Now changing this just a bit, take that top leg, extend it all the way out. You can always use your hand, your right hand, to help hold that leg in place, just gently laying the hand there. go ahead and come back to the center. And let's twist in the opposite direction. So when you're ready, knees over to the left. Stack those hips. Right shoulder coming back towards the floor. Just twisting your spine in the opposite direction. Extend that top leg out to the side if you like. Notice what shifts if you do it. Go ahead and come back to the center. Draw your knees in, hug them in close one more time. Maybe even rock side to side. And then gently rock all the way up. Bring the bottom of the feet together, knees open wide. Now if your hips are really tight, go ahead and sit on something, lift your hips up. If this is bothering one or two knees, have some hiccups, but if this is bothering one or two knees, prop up a knee or two. Be kind. Sit tall through the spine. Stay here if you already feel a stretch. But if you're not feeling anything, keep that length in the spine and let your hinge from your hips, not from your back, from your hips. Let your upper body come forward until you begin to feel sensation wherever that is for you. Only going deeper as your body asks for it, as it loosens up. Go ahead and rise back up. Just getting into the outer hips a little bit more. Cross your right leg over top of your left. Get your knees as close together as you can. Now several options here. You can just stay centered, right like you here. You can lean forward into it. I sometimes like to lean back. It changes it completely when you do. Letting this right hip sink towards the floor. So if you're sitting on that right heel, pull it out a little bit. Go ahead and rise back up, and we're just going to switch sides. So maybe pause in the middle and wiggle those legs. And then take your left leg, cross it over the right. You can get those knees as close together as you can. Sit tall through the spine. Stay here. Lean forward or even lean back, whatever feels right to you. And remember, it doesn't have to be what you did on the other side. A little bit longer on this side. Go ahead and release your legs. You can wiggle them just a little bit. And then take a moment to set yourself up in Shavasana, laying all the way back on the floor. letting your feet be about mat width apart. Wiggling your hips, getting them as even as you can. Taking this time to just be. Letting your body absorb everything that it's just done. Going back to your breath. My authentic voice. I know my authentic voice because it moves me like no other. Emerging not from the grooves of habit or belief, but out of far left field or wherever the mystery resides in me. It surprises with honesty or shocks me out of my complacency. From the babble of competing voices in my head, this one stands out. I know my authentic voice because integrity insists on being noticed. It delivers the experience of truth. Take my breath away instant when presence fills every cell of me with yes. Draw your knees in and roll to your side. Pause there for a moment. Gently rise to seated. Cross your legs. sit on something. I'm sitting on a blanket tonight. Sit on something. Lift your hips up just a little bit. And sit tall through your spine. We're going to finish with a short meditation. So for this one, take one hand, it doesn't matter which, but take one hand and place it on around where your belly button is, we'll say that. Just let that hand rest there on your lower abdomen for a moment. Close your eyes. And as you take a deep inhale in, breathe all the way down to that hand. So a lot of times we're breathing in the upper part of our chest only. Bring your breath down to the lower part of your chest, of your lungs. As you exhale, you're letting it all go. And feel that hand move inward. And then inhale again. Breathe all the way down to the bottom of the lungs. See if you can push that hand out a little bit. And then exhale. Bring that hand back in as you let all the breath go. Do that again. Inhale. Fill the lungs completely. Bring more air, more oxygen into your body. And as you exhale, let everything go. Do that a few more times. Inhale. And exhale. See if you can let that breath be even. The inhale and the exhale be the same length. One more time. Fill those lungs completely. And then exhale, let everything go. Go ahead and let that hand release. Take one more deep breath in. And with the exhale, just let it all out. Bring your hands to your heart, palms together. May you laugh more, may you rest more, and may you judge less. Thank you for being here with me tonight. Thank you for practicing with me, whether live or on replay. Namaste. Have a wonderful evening. If you like the yin yoga classes, I'm not doing one this week, so maybe next week we shall see. I know things are opening back up, and I expect to go back to some normal activities soon. So, yeah, catch the replays anytime you want.